Alright you guys, it is Jay here back with another one, and today we're going to be talking about if YouTubers are genuinely ruining Undisputed. I put up a community post about this a few days ago, talked about it, put up another one which I'm going to mention later in this video, but someone sent me a Reddit post that I want to look at, and I feel like it's a great discussion to have, like doing these videos and talking about it. But if you guys have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, comment down below if you think YouTubers are ruining or not ruining, and let's transition over right now. No need to waste time. So here we go. Shout out to the person in my Discord who sent this to me. I thought this would be a great discussion. All right, here we go. The MMA community is hurting this game, at least on YouTube. Let's read. Boxing is a part of MMA. Sure, boxing, but boxing and MMA is not the same as actual boxing. True. The stance, the movement, the footwork, the rhythm, the punches, all different. So just because you know MMA doesn't mean you understand boxing. I agree. Let's continue. I'm talking about some well-known YouTubers. No need to name names. I've searched this game on YouTube. You've seen them. These guys clearly don't care about boxing. They don't know most of the boxers in the game, except maybe Tyson Fury, because he probably just fought Ngannou. They don't read the traits, they don't learn the styles, they don't even try to play the boxers properly. Now, let's talk about this right here. First off, I'm just generally speaking for myself. When I started my channel, I don't know, I mean, you can go look. I was making ESBC videos before I even had 10 subs. Like, my very first ESBC video was when I had like 6 or 7 subscribers. I would say now I'm probably like, as the years have gone on, I was always like one that enjoyed both, but as the years have gone on, I've thoroughly enjoyed boxing more than I have MMA, especially recently in these past like 3 to 4 years, really since like COVID, if I'm being quite honest. It's just like the gap has gotten bigger for me personally, because a lot of my favorite fighters in MMA are retiring, getting old, washed, that sort of thing. But talking about not knowing about, I don't need to sit here and brag about all the boxes. That's a dick swinging contest. But this is what catches my eye. They don't read traits or don't learn the styles. Unfortunately, the traits and the styles in this game, or even trying to play a boxer true to their style, does not work. Like, let's be honest. And I see David Benavidez' name in here. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But there's only one style that rules this game, and that's sitting on the back foot and jabbing. And like I mentioned in the intro, I fought like that. Made a brand new account. I was like, you know, people say I suck at the game because I don't fight a certain way. So let me fight this way. And I won every round and made the dude quit. I just used my jab and ran. And I won. So I use Sugar Ray, that version of Sugar Ray, to fucking true to his style, because he ran versus Hagler. Let's keep it a beat. He was running versus Hagler. But let's continue. This is the UFC game where everyone feels more or less the same. It's debatable. In Undisputed, every boxer has unique traits, cap, styles, animations, cap, strengths, weaknesses, cap. Some jab machines, so jab. Others rely on hooks, so use them. Some hit harder in combos, so stop spamming single power shots. You can't play every boxer the same way. Yes, you can. In this game, you can 1000% play every boxer the same way. The only way you can't do that is if they don't have the reach. So someone like a Ruiz, someone like a Lomachenko who really doesn't have the reach to fight on the outside, you can't do that. But if you really wanted to, you can fight on the outside, let's say with Deontay Wilder, and jab, and you're going to win majority of the rounds, because the way scoring works, it's just who lands the most. If you throw more, you land more. That's kind of like a simple concept. So you can sit on the outside and box with Wilder. You don't have to try to set up right hands. You can literally jab on the outside with Wilder. You can literally pick up a Turo Gotti and box on the outside and win. Yeah, like, this is a real thing. And that's what kind of frustrates me a lot about this game is, and I'm saying it again, David Benavidez, we're going to get into it. He says, one example, there's this Darson guy, he's caught with glasses. I'm assuming he's talking about Sage. I saw dark skin guy, my mind immediately went to Sage, who played with David Benavidez like he was Sugar Ray Leonard or Ali, dancing around on the ring and jabbing from the outside. If you ever watched Benavidez, you know, or know his traits in the game, you know that's not how he works. Unfortunately, yes, that's exactly how he works in this game. Using David Benavidez on the inside in this game is fucking. I won't say it is impossible. I just want to say that I recorded this before the update came out. This was put out before the update came out. So yeah, he's a little bit more usable on the inside now. Back to the video. But it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Hooks going over his head. Uppercuts not really landing the most. Hooks not landing when they should. When opponent's standing directly in front of you and you've lined up the punch. David Benavidez doesn't work the way he's intended to because inside fighting is non-existent in this fucking game. So if you really want to be successful with David Benavidez, you're going to have to use him like Sugar Ray Leonard or Ali or like a Caleb play. That's how you're going to win. He has the reach. He has the power. He has the height to do it. And I'm more than sure a lot of people online are using David Benavidez on the outside. I've ran into a couple myself. I'm just keeping it a bean. Stand on the outside, throw jab, and when you come in, they're going to throw a power hook. That's literally how it goes. I hate when people try to act like, no disrespect, because I was one of the people before this game came out. I was pumping it up. I was pumping it up because I really thought what I was testing was going to be here. The way Caleb Plant looks now, he did not look like that when I first started using him in testing. He had the best jab in the game, in my opinion. He was quick, he was fast. Philly shell wasn't changed at all. It was relatively the same thing it was at early access, which was really good. I thought Caleb Plant was gonna be really good. Then I get Caleb Plant, and he's not that great. So it's an imbalance thing. And also talking about fucking I'm trying to think. Talking about traits and stuff, the traits and stats in this game are fucking terrible. They're not. Well, I wouldn't say terrible, but they're not good. Ryan Garcia doesn't even have the left hook. What's the left hook trait? Lightning left hook Larry, the one that fucking Joe Frazier has. Marco Antonio Barra, Eric Morales. Stats are horrible. They're genuinely bad. David Benavidez, go look at his cardio stats. Terrible. Canelo Alvarez has a better jab than Caleb Plant in this game. If you look at it, Caleb Plant's jab is rated lower than Canelo Alvarez. That is horrible. So how am I supposed to use someone the way they're intended to? When the game mechanics doesn't allow you to, the traits aren't put on like they are supposed to, and then the stats aren't even right. But that's what I mean with this game. People just see, oh, this YouTuber isn't using this boxer the way he should be, or he's not good at the game, quote unquote. That means YouTubers are ruining the game, and it's like, I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. But let's continue. There's also this guy interested in the wrestling. Initials RJ. I think he's talking about Ricky J. Of course, I didn't watch the full hours, just a bit, but the whole time he never used Dempsey's special animated hooks. That's literally Dempsey's signature mechanic in the game, so he clearly doesn't know all the mechanics in the game yet. The next day, he's trying to give advice to the developers. I feel like this is a little bit respectfully delusional. This was something that was big in the UFC community. If you're not playing the game right, bro, if you don't know boxing, if you don't know MMA, you don't train, you can't give advice. I feel like you can learn something from everybody. You can learn something from offline players. You can learn something from career mode players. I like hearing everybody out. Now, obviously, you're gonna have people that just absolutely don't know what they're talking about, but I don't know. But let's continue. Come on, bro, you're super casual in this game, and the last person who should be giving any kind of advice to the devs. And he's not the only one. There's these 4 big MMA YouTubers who casually jump into the game. Again, I want to say I was covering this game before I even had 10 subs. I've been on this game. I've been in this community, and I love boxing. So I would say that Undisputed has gained me more traction than playing the UFC games. So, but continuing on, it's kind of sad. Boxing in the US is almost dead outside of names like Canelo, Crawford, Tank, or the Circus Jake Paul fights. Meanwhile, the UFC is booming. I agree. So now it's mostly MMA YouTubers playing Undisputed and bringing zero boxing knowledge with them. Disagree. Worst of all, some of them act like experts. There's even this one guy with MMA in his name who's been trashing the game since release. False. Can barely speak properly, calls himself a games tester, but knows nothing about boxing and is bad in the game. I don't understand this whole bad in the game thing. We're talking, the game isn't good. We're judging people's skill based in a garbage boxing game. Anyways, continue. Here's the last part. He says the sad part: the few real boxing fans who do play on YouTube who know how to use someone like Lomachenko. Lomachenko sucks in this game. Someone like Lomachenko, relatively small, uses his speed, his angles, his high work rates, cardio. Just Lomachenko's style is extremely unique. You can't do that in this game. He's too small to fight on the outside. Inside fighting sucks. So what are you going? You're gonna get fucked up because relatively a lot of these lightweights in the game are really big. And using someone like who's Lomachenko, I feel like Loma's really good at featherweight. He's better at featherweight than he is at lightweight, obviously. But trying to use him against Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, using against him Arturo Gatti, using Ryan Garcia, Jorge Linares. The list goes on. I'm trying to think. I really don't play lightweight anymore. I don't like that division. But Lomachenko, I feel like, isn't good at this game. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know why this is a thing. Again, I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below in the comments. I don't understand why the whole YouTuber. I don't get it. Continuing, I agree with Errol where YouTubers who primarily play UFC 5 are comments about a gameplay to make it more MMA-like. I don't even know how that's a thing. Boxing has forever been a technical sport. So they really need to stop suggesting things. And yes, I'm cold. Shout out to Cold Blooded. We got something coming up soon, Cold Blooded, man. So shout out to him. They barely get views. Took time to actually study the game's mechanics and use real boxing techniques. Again, trying to emulate a lot of boxing in the game, it just doesn't work for me, man. I don't know. I feel like a YouTuber, because they're good at this game, doesn't make their opinion non-valid. And if they are good, it doesn't make it more valid, in my opinion. I feel like, I don't know. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section. This video is fucking long as shit. I didn't expect that to be. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I thought this was a pretty good discussion piece. Shout out to this guy, Scott, Mr. Rager. I thought this was a pretty good discussion piece. I like this one. I might fuck around and upload. You know what? I use that going with it. I like that. Alright. So like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. Join the family, join the gang. I'll catch you guys next time. It has been Jay May. Do something productive with your day. Beating your meat is not productive. Alright. Catch you guys next time. It's been Jay. Y'all stay up, stay blessed. And